Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're diving into something pretty cool today. It's a project called Suki Amezuki, and it blends lo-fi music with visuals and storytelling, and it's all crafted with AI. Oh, and one more thing, it's bilingual. You can experience it all in both Spanish and English.
Yeah, the creator really went all out building this world. You can explore it on her website. There are free downloads, and she's even got videos on YouTube. So you can really immerse yourself in the whole thing.
It's a pretty unique project. I'm
Yeah.
really interested to learn more about the artist behind it.
Well, she's actually a professional musician, a singer and music teacher, but she was initially pretty hesitant about using AI in her work.
I can understand that. A lot of creatives are worried about AI. They're concerned that it might replace human creativity.
Exactly, and she's talked about those fears herself. But what's inspiring is that she didn't let those fears hold her back.
So how did she end up embracing AI? What changed her perspective?
It sounds like it was a gradual process. She started by breaking down the project into smaller, more manageable stages.
That makes sense. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you're dealing with the new technology, especially one as powerful as AI.
Right. So she started by focusing on Suki's voice and musical style, really defining the character's personality and how that would translate into the music.
So she was really treating Suki as a distinct entity, not just a concept.
Yeah, and I think that was key. By giving Suki a strong identity, it allowed the other elements of the project to flow more naturally.
And what about the AI tools themselves? How did she use those to bring Suki to life?
Well, for the music, she used Ryojin. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, it's a pretty popular AI music generator, especially in the lo-fi community.
Mm-hmm.
It's great at creating those really atmospheric and melancholic soundscapes.
Yeah, and she really put it through its paces. She had a very specific sound in mind for Suki, and she used all sorts of keywords and musical parameters to guide the AI.
So she wasn't just letting the AI run wild, she was really shaping the music at every step.
Exactly. She had a vision, and she used Ryujin as a tool to realize that vision.
It sounds like she had a pretty hands-on approach with the visuals, too. I read that she used Google Labs for that part of the project.
That's right. And Google Labs is amazing for generating visuals from text prompts. It can create some really stunning imagery.
I'm curious how she used it in this case. Was she feeding it lyrics descriptions of the mood or something else entirely?
It seems like she experimented with a variety of approaches. Sometimes she would give it specific visual references, like a photo or a painting style she wanted to emulate.
So she was using it kind of like an AI art director.
Yeah, and other times she would give it more abstract prompts like emotions or keywords and see what the AI came up with.
I bet that led to some interesting results. It's like having a visual brainstorming partner.
Absolutely. And then to add another layer to the whole experience, she used ChatGPT to create short stories that went along with the music and visuals.
ChatGPT. That's the language model that can generate all kinds of text, right?
Hmm.
Poems, scripts, even code.
It's incredibly versatile, and in this case, she used it to explore the emotional undercurrents of each song.
Interesting. So she wasn't necessarily giving it plot points or character descriptions.
No, it was more about capturing the mood, the atmosphere of each piece. She would feed it snippets of lyrics or descriptions of the feeling and ask it to generate these short poetic narratives.
So it was about adding an emotional depth to the whole experience.
Precisely.
It's like she was using AI to unlock the hidden stories within the music.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And it's that interplay between the artist's intention and the AI's interpretation that makes the project so fascinating.
And what about the bilingual aspect? It's not every day you see a project that's so thoughtfully crafted in two languages.
Right. And it wasn't just a simple translation. She really took the time to make sure the emotional impact was preserved in both Spanish and English.
That must have been a huge challenge.
Definitely. But she felt it was important. She wanted to make Suki Amezuki accessible to a wider audience, to create a kind of bridge between cultures.
And the lo-fi community is already so global. I bet that resonated with a lot of people.
Yeah, it seems like people are really connecting with the project. Her full album video on YouTube has already gotten over 1,000 views.
Wow, that's impressive. Especially for a relatively new project. It sounds like she's really struck a chord with her audience.
Yeah, and that's just the beginning. She has some really ambitious plans for Suki Amezuki. She wants to make it a big name in lo-fi music and digital storytelling.
That's exciting. What kind of plans does she have?
Well, she's talked about incorporating virtual reality into the experience. Imagine being able to step inside Suki's world and interact with everything firsthand.
That would be incredible. It's like
Yeah.
she's constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology.
Yeah, and it's all driven by her artistic vision. It's a great example of how AI can be used to enhance creativity rather than replace it.
Yeah, I think her journey with this project is really inspiring. She went from being apprehensive about AI to embracing it as a powerful tool.
Absolutely. And in doing so, she's created something truly unique and meaningful.
Suki Amezuki is more than just music or visuals or even storytelling. It's a whole world unto itself, one that invites you to step inside and explore.
It's a reminder that art can take many forms and that technology can help us push the boundaries of creative expression.
So what stands out to you the most about this whole project?
I think for me, it's the reminder that AI is just a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad. It's all about how we choose to use it.
That's a great point. It's up to us to shape the future of AI and to ensure that it's used in a way that benefits humanity.
Exactly. And Suki Amezuki is a wonderful example of how AI can be used to create something beautiful and inspiring, something that brings people together rather than dividing them.
This deep dive has really given me a lot to think about. What about you? Has anything in particular surprised or intrigued you about Suki Amezuki?
Honestly, I think what surprised me the most was how moving the whole thing is. I went in expecting something kind of experimental and maybe a little bit detached, but I actually found myself getting really drawn into it. The music, the visuals, and especially those short stories, it really got to me.
Yeah, I felt the same way. It's not just a technical showcase, it's something deeper than that. There's real heart in it.
And I think that's what makes it so important. It shows us that AI can be more than just a content generator. It can be a tool for exploring human emotion and connecting with people on a deeper level.
It's definitely a project that pushes the boundaries of what we think art can be. And for our listeners out there, we highly recommend checking out Suki Amezuki for yourselves. You can find all the links in the show notes, the website, the music downloads, the YouTube videos. It's all there.
Take some time to really dive into it, explore the music, the visuals, the stories, and see what you discover. It's a really unique experience.
And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire you to explore the creative potential of AI in your own life.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and keep diving deep.